If you have to work for free in an expensive city just to enter the field, that's not an opportunity, that's a filter. So let me tell you the story that made me stop clapping for unpaid internships. A young grad landed her dream internship at a big global organization and almost lost her health, her savings, and her sense of worth because of one small line in the offer letter. This position is unpaid, not underpaid, unpaid in one of the world's most expensive cities. Now, let me give you the gist. So, picture this: fresh out of school, international organization, glossy logo, Geneva level, prestige. Everybody's screaming, take it, take it. This is how careers are made. On paper, it's perfect. In her bank account, chaos. Flight, rent, food in a city where coffee is mortgage money. And the offer says, you must prove you can support yourself. We do not pay interns. She looks at the form and thinks, so basically, if you're poor, don't bother. Inside, there's a war. If I say I can't afford it, I lose the opportunity. If I take it, how do I eat? Now, this isn't just her imagination. Data from internship studies shows unpaid roles are way easier for students who can lean on the bank of mom and dad, while low income and working class students quietly sit out because they literally can't work for free. That's when the mental switch flips. Wait, maybe unpaid internships aren't paying dues. Maybe they're a filter, a neat, respectable way for the already advantaged to pass the ladder to each other. So, what does she do? She goes anyway, but not into a cute studio apartment, into a tent, a real tent in Geneva. Neighbors start whispering. Newspapers pick up the story. Why is an intern at a prestigious international organization sleeping in a campsite in one of the richest cities on earth? And when the journalists dig, they find out this isn't one weird exception. Thousands of interns at that organization are unpaid, mostly from richer countries that can float a few months of free labor. Meanwhile, the people from the very places they claim to serve can't even afford to show up. That intern, his name is David Hyde, a 22-year-old who took an unpaid internship at the United Nations in Geneva, ended up living in a tent and accidentally became a global symbol for how unpaid internships quietly reward the already comfortable and filter out everyone else. One privileged intern in a tent got headlines, but the real story is all the people who never applied because they knew they couldn't survive it. So when people say unpaid internships are how the privileged pass the ladder up, honestly, the pattern is hard to ignore. If we keep pretending this is just hustle and passion, we make early careers a luxury spot. We shrink the pipeline to who can afford to work for free. And we teach whole groups of smart, hungry people that their work has value, just not enough to pay for. Unpaid internships aren't neutral. They don't just build resumes, they quietly curate who gets to have a resume that counts, and that's the real issue. So I want to hear from you. In your world right now, are unpaid internships a fair stepping stone or a privilege filter? Comment agree if you think they mainly help those who can already afford it. Disagree if you think they are still the best way in.